All right, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Megabite. So they're calling this one a Citra and Amarillo-hopped Double IPA. Comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just under 6 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to Hop Butcher for hooking me up with this beer and a bunch of others. I will post a link in the description box to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies they sent my way. And this time they sent me 9 different beers, 8 of which I will be reviewing on the channel. The other one I have already reviewed, but I'm starting with this one. This is the oldest one. When they sent it to me, it was about 5 weeks old. Now just under 6 weeks old. And full disclosure, I've had this one before. So when my channel went on hiatus in late November of 2020, they actually sent me a couple boxes just after that. And there was a lot of different beer that I ended up drinking off camera and not reviewing. And this was one of them. And I don't remember a lot about this because on Untappd, I just posted that I gave it a 4.25 out of 5. And I just said it was smooth, citrus, and stone fruits. And I said it was really solid, really good. Obviously gave it a 4.25. I really enjoyed it. But that's why we review beers like this, because we want to kind of break it down. Now, I'm not going to look at the tasting notes on the back. You might be able to see them. I did not look at them yet. But Citra and Amarillo hops, they are some old school hops, and it might not seem like Citra is. I think Citra was first introduced to the general public in the late 2000s, like 2008, 2009, so almost 15 years old. And Amarillo back in the early 2000s, I think it was like 2003-ish. So you're talking about hops, one 15 years old almost, and the other one almost 20 years old. So pretty crazy that these are considered old school hops. But we'll see what Hop Butcher can do with them, because they are Hop Butchers for a reason. Anyway, let's crack this one open. This can is kind of dented and like beat up and kind of like shaky, as you can see. Anyway, hashtag proper glassware. This is the like Christmas themed glass that they sent my way, and it's fan-fucking-tastic. So yeah, that's pouring out like Hop Butcher juice. We'll throw it over here. I really do like, Dan Jessa, the artist for all of their stuff. I mean, it's just a great white shark. Shout out to, Jesus. Shout out to the car. Anyway, Megabite, really nice, has like a Jaws kind of theme to it. I love it, so we'll throw it over there. Anyway, yeah, it has this milky turkey gravy kind of look in person. Probably be a little bit more dulled out on camera, but yeah, has the turkey gravy look, very milky, turbid, the whole nine. It has about a finger of an off-white creamy looking head, but yeah, that looks beautiful. Let's get a nose. Ooh, that is nice. So I'm going to say right off the rip, tons of citrus. There's tangerine here, and like it's a sweeter, almost tangerine juice, orange. Oh yeah, tons, maybe even like a ruby red grapefruit. Dare I say Tangelo? Then underneath it, I'm getting peach, mango, apricot, sweeter stone fruits. There's a little bit of like this nice, dank, herbaceous kind of vibe to it. There's also a touch of like vanilla too, like from the malt, from whatever, it smells like vanilla in here a little bit. It smells like it's going to lean sweeter for sure. But yeah, basically big citrus, big stone fruits, kind of like what I said generically on my Untappd check-in. Yeah, to a T. Yeah, dank herbaceous, this touch of earthy kind of hop character. Yeah, it smells pretty good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again to Hop Butcher. Yeah, fucking really tasty. Body on this one, straight up like medium, maybe a touch over medium, has a little bit more heft behind it, 7.5% all day long. Mouthfeel, it's Hop Butcher. It's soft, it's smooth, it's creamy, it's what they do. It's a fucking fantastic mouthfeel. The taste though, kind of follows the nose, maybe dial back a little bit. Right up front, a big blast of tangerine, orange, more of a white grapefruit. It's both the juice of, say, citrus fruits, and then a little bit more of like the zesty, almost pithy kind of bitterness. It's right at the forefront. That carries through. Middle of the palate, I am punched in the face with a big, to me, like peach, apricot kind of stone fruit. You could say mango, maybe. Nectarines, things like that. There's an underlying sweet malt base. I said vanilla in the nose, not really sweet like vanilla in the taste. It's just more like a sweet kind of slightly like bready, crackery type of thing. But it's omnipresent and keeps the beer kind of sweet, not like overly sweet, but pretty sweet and juicy. Because those citrus fruits up front hitting, the underlying malt sweetness, it definitely lets you know that this is juicy and fruity at the same time. It finishes a very mildly bitter, and there's like this dank, almost earthy kind of vibe on the back of the palate. A slightly dry finish too. This is definitely a sweeter double IPA from them in the 7.5 realm. Super easy to drink. Here's the thing. I'm not going to probably change up the rating on this because I think this is one of their more drinkable 7.5% double IPAs. I think I would like a little bit more bitterness to get a really high score, but the mouth feels fucking bonkers. The body's really nice. There's enough of that citrus, stone fruit, tropical thing going on with enough sweetness to kind of win me over. I would like this a little bit more bitter though. Just a slight, like I said, mildly bitter. I want it more like mild to moderate, like somewhere in between. And I think that this would get a higher score for me. As is though, I may have no problem finishing the rest of that can with ease. I don't know if this is a beer that I could drink more than probably a couple cans of. So it's very easy to drink. I just think after a couple cans, I'd be like, all right, I'm done with that. Maybe a little bit too sweet, moving on to something else, but it's fucking really good beer. So Megabite from Hop Butcher. We're going to go, yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it the same. 4.25 out of 5. I think it deserves that. I think it's a good score. Like I said, a little bit more bitterness, maybe a little bit more complexity. It gets a higher score, but as is, it's a fucking really easy drinking, good beer. And I think if you're somebody who's into the hazies and you like the low bitterness and more of like a juicy, fruity type of character in your hazies, then this would be the beer for you because that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, let's do the tasting notes. I sometimes forget. I didn't forget this time. I think I'm going to hold up the can. You know, sometimes I do this for a thumbnail, sometimes I don't, whatever. But just for Hop Butcher, I'm going to do that so I don't forget the fucking tasting note. Tasting notes, lush citrus. Yeah, they nailed that one. Like, it's unmistakable. Beginning of this, of the palate, you're just getting, like I said, orange, tangerine, grapefruit, and it's sweet. So lush citrus, sure. Creamy mango. Not really like straight eyes. I said mango in the taste. I said it in the nose, but I wouldn't necessarily say creamy mango. If you just said mango or like whatever, juicy mango or something, sure. But creamy mango, I guess with the mouthfeel, I could see that, just not necessarily what I'm getting. And then ripe stone fruit all fucking day. Like I said, peach, apricot, mango, 100%. So they're basically 2 for 3 of what I said. But yeah, anyway, this is a really good beer. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Price and availability. I believe these are $14.99 or $15.99 a 4-pack, wherever they get out in like Chicago area, close to home. So you're talking about $4 a can at the most. If you see these online, I'm sure they're going to be more like $6, $7 a can because that's just, you know, how it is. But like as far as like price point, where they are, their home base, fucking great value. $16 a 4-pack or $15 a 4-pack, like all fucking day. And availability, that's the beauty about Hop Butcher now. They are usually in the Chicago area, but they are branching out. You'll see them in distro in different places in the US. You'll even see them overseas in the UK on different European websites and whatnot. You'll even see them on websites here in America. So if you really want to try out any Hop Butcher stuff, you can get your hands on it by just ordering online, no matter where you really live, honestly. So yeah, not much more to say about this one. 7.5%, like most of the Hop Butcher 7.5% doubles. It hides the alcohol. I mean, I can't even taste like the alcohol. Only reason I know this is approaching 8% is because that body and mouthfeel would indicate so. But I very rarely ever get any like astringent kind of alcohol on the palate for these because they just doesn't happen. So again, if you've had Megabite before, let me know what you think about it. I'm very happy that I got a chance to actually review this one and drink it a second time because this is really delicious. This is probably going to go down like water after I turn off the camera. I'm thinking like 10, 15 minutes max. The rest of that can's gone. So yeah, not much more to say about it. Thanks again to Hop Butcher for hooking me up with this one and all the goodies. I can't wait to tear into the other 8, but 7 I'm going to review because they all sound pretty fucking delicious and they're all right. So appreciate everybody stopping by. To the next one. Cheers.